Hello everyone, today I'm showing you some basic, beginner-friendly Anubis utility. So first off you want to aim right about here. If you can see my crosshair, I'm not sure about the bitrate of this video on YouTube because YouTube likes to mess up my bitrates. But you can see a line there and you just want to pull out a smoke, then you're going to walk back, you're going to aim. You're gonna walk until you see this corner, right? So you want to reposition just a little bit. And then you basically just want to aim at the lighter part here and just run through a Molotov. And this Molotov will make playing Brokey a lot harder. For this next nade, what you want to do is you want to align yourself with the top of this arch and then take this slit right here while standing at the door, and yeah, you just want to hold W for maybe a second, and whilst you're running like that, you want to let go of mouse 1. It's quite simple. It's a little bit tricky at first, it might seem intimidating, but it's very consistent to pull off. And you can be quite sloppy with it as long as you make this line up before you do it. Additionally, you want a player to come over to these containers, aim at this crack in the wall, and jump throw. This will molly off the back of sight, which means this person will have to swing. So if you do it correctly, it should look a little like this. This is what you'll be entering to, which means the only angles you have to care about is here, this open space where the CT can't fall back because there's a molly, this open space where the CT could be but he can't fall back, and then this guy over here who will most likely be posted up here with an M4. And for him, I suggest just flashing yourself out like that. For this, for these two B smokes, I suggest throwing this one, and you can see in the middle there, and this one. With this one, you can be quite loosey-goosey, so don't worry about throwing it perfect. The whole idea is just to block off this cave and this heaven, obstruct this heaven area. Do keep in mind though that players can play from here, and well, it should be relatively easy to spot, but it can happen where a player will try to play there. Especially if you throw it loosey-goosey, that can happen quite a bit. Now, if you don't want that to happen, you can stand up against this rock, which is also where we throw this one, and you can throw this one instead. You take this line here, and you throw this one instead. This one should be a little bit more consistent for the heaven, or for this player over here, not the heaven player, but this player. It's still, you can still look over it, but it's a little less lopsided. So as for an entry pathing, I would say you smoke here and like there. And you support the entry player with flashes always. First thing player has to check is this and that. So before he checks this, the player behind the entry will throw a molly there. Then the entry player will clean this and will make his way over here. And then will make his way over to connector if you have no one coming from there. But if you do, then obviously they just take a default after plant. Anyway, that is my very basic and beginner friendly util setup for Anubis. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully next week I'll have the GTA video ready, but I'm not sure yet.